Yeah, hi there and welcome back. So let us continue with our lesson, and in this lecture we are going to learn about the how to release our application to the Play Store. And if you are already familiar with all of the release process for your Android application, then you can skip this lecture. And if you are completely new to the release of the Android application to the Google Play Store, then you can continue watching this lecture. So let's get started. First of all, I will just go to the branch over here and create a new branch. So let me check my current branch, git branch, branch, and I have few of the branches over here. And let me create a new branch from here, git checkout dash p, and I will create a new branch as the release. So this will be our release branch. And now if I check my branch, I'm currently on the release branch. So now I can do all of the things over here. So first of all, I'll go to the build section and I'll go to generate a signed bundle or the APK and just click this one, and I'll say as Android app bundle. Just click on next. And if you have already created a key store path, and if you have an existing key store, then you can just make use of that one. So from here I create a new one, and let me select some path where I want to save the key store. So let me select the drive, this default folder, and let me go to somewhere as the download folder. I think that should be good enough, and give a key file name, let's say your company file, or if you want to use the same this key store file for all of your application, or for each application you can have a new the key store file. That is perfectly okay, but let us create a new key store file that we'll be using for this application. So I'll just say Udemy, and I'll call it as Udemy course. And over here I'll just say click on OK, and we can generate some password over here, and the password can be of let's say if you want to generate some password, so later the password we need to remember using the key pass. I will try to generate some random password, and I will just go and generate open password generator, and let me try to generate some password over here. Okay, so I have this password over here. I'll just copy, and I'll just give a name of something so I can save it. So I'll just call it as a UDEMY course, KEYSTOR key store. So just let me save that one in case later I need it. So basically I have to just pass it over here, and I'll just call it as a Udemy course, or you can call it any, you can just give any name, keep it, and I'll just keep it as over here. And the password, I'll be using the same password that I currently generated. You can use a different password or use the same password, but for this one I'm just using the same password. And you can call it as a first name, last name, right? First and the last name, I'll just call it as a BINAR binary IT. Let's say binary IT solution. And organization unit, I'll just keep the same, and or I'll just say I'll just say IT, or and the organization I'll call it as a binary IT solution, and the location you can just give any location that of your current location or your office location. I'll just call it as MUNGTHONG, and I'll just say NTHAVURI, and they are just give a code as a TH. you have to provide a country code with uh, the two ISO sign over here, which is of the th. And if you are in different country, US or UK or IN for India, so all of those stuff can be provided over here. And this is your certificate that we have to is generate. So I'll just click on OK from here. The password cannot contain the code character. Okay, so I made a mistake. Then that we cannot use a code character. So I have to remove this one, and I will use a digit over here. And that should be okay. I'll just copy this, and then I'll go back over here and just replace the password again, and I'll replace all of it and click on OK. So that we have created a new key store for us, and I will click on remember my password, and then export the path over here. So export the encrypt the key export path. So we are not using it, but let me give a default path over here. Just click on next, and if you have an existing one, you can just choose it from here. So I'll just click on next, and just select the build variant for the both, right? Debug and release, and just click on finished. So that should generate for us the key store path, and then we can later go and build our application using that particular generated key store. So let's wait for all of those to Gradle build to synchronize, and let's come back again. And the Gradle build has been successfully synchronized. So what I will do now is I'll just go to the app folder and go to open module settings, or you can just click on F4, and then we will have to add all of this stuff. So let me wait for this to synchronize, and I'll go to signing config over here. Currently we don't have any signing config, and I'll add a new signing config, and I'll call it as a we call it as a RELEAS release CONFIG config. Just click on OK, and here that we have to provide the key store file. Just go, and I think I'll just go to somewhere over here, download, and this is the one that we currently have. I'll just copy this one link and just paste it over here while I'm over here. Yeah, and then I should be able to get that file. Where is that one file, and what was the name of that file? Udemy course. So I have to find with the Udemy course JSK. So this is the one that I need. Just click on OK, and the store password that I need. The file just I created, I think somewhere where I created that one, I actually forgot this. So here, so this is the one. So I need to get this key store and also the key password. I use a both, and then I will have to get this particular one, the key alias over here, and I'll just click on apply, and that should be okay. So we have a signing config created, and now I'll go to the build variant over here, and on the build variant I'll select the release from here, and I'll just go somewhere down and select the signing config from here, and I'll just select that particular signing config, and you can enable or disable the minifier, and just click on apply for now. Okay, let me enable the minify to true, and that will actually go and minify your all of the application resource and class files, and just click on apply, and that should be okay. So when you minify, actually you should be a bit careful, because that will actually go and replace all of your code and resource and the class names and all of the variables names and all of the stuff. So you have to be a bit careful, and if you have something that is minified. And if you go over here, you can see the minified on the release version is enabled as a true, but for the minify for the debug build is false. So you have to be a bit careful and what classes and what are the model file that you have exposed. So all of those stuff comes under the minify, and actually it will go and replace all of your code with the different kind of like variables, and it will replace your class name. So that's going to be mess up. So it's basically for the reverse engineering. So it's really difficult to reverse engineer. But if you enable it, and you should be able to check your model file first of all. So if we go to model, and I think we have some of the request response, right? So request response and add task request, and basically it should be the response. I think if I go to the response, and it should not actually, when we release this application, it should have some error, and I think I need to provide it something over here. We will test it out later and we will see how that actually works. So let's leave it for now, and later we will see whether what are the error we get when we enable this one. And for that, I think that should be okay. And now I can generate my build. So I'll just go and build a APK or the bundle. So let us make use of a bundle because this is the new way to upload it to the Google Play Store. So I'll create a bundle from here, and it should go and generate the APK bundle for us. So now we have a APK bundle over here created for us. This file needs to be uploaded to the Google Play Store. Next lecture, we'll go and see how to upload this file that we have currently generated, which is .aab. This file needs to upload it to the Google Play Store. So on the next lecture, we will see how to do all of this stuff. Till then, have a great day.